Okay, so now we're going to look at balanced equations. So let's say we have magnesium plus sulfur, and it yields magnesium sulfide. Okay? So, what's magnesium's charge? Let's see, says, okay, let's track it. Plus 2. Really? What's its charge right here?
Plus 2.
Nope. Nope.
0.
0. It's an element. Elements are 0, so it's 0. What about sulfur? It's also 0 because it's elemental. Now what's magnesium charge over here? That's a plus 2, and sulfur is a negative 2 or minus 2, right? So now what we have to do is look at this. We have to figure out which one's being oxidized, which one's being reduced, which one's the oxidizing agent, which is the reducing agent. And the way you do that is we do half equations. Okay? So magnesium is going from Mg 0 to Mg plus 2. Does it mean it's losing electrons or gaining electrons by going from 0 to plus 2?
Losing.
It's losing electrons. So think about it this way. Think about a number line. So if I have 0 and I have 1, 2, 3, and these are all positives, so this is becoming more positive. Then you have negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. This is more negative. Well, the only way you become more negative is by gaining electrons. The only way you become more positive is by losing electrons. So if I'm going from 0 to plus 2, I'm becoming more positive. I'm losing electrons, okay? So what do I call it when you lose electrons? Oil rig. So it is what? This is oxidation or reduction? This is oxidation. This is being oxidized. It is losing electrons. How do you write it? You write magnesium, arrow, Mg plus 2, plus the 2 electrons you lost. That's called a half reaction. Now sulfur went from 0 to S minus 2. Is it becoming more negative or more positive? More negative, so it's being oxidized or reduced? Reduced. There always has to be one with the other. You can't just have oxidation or just reduction. Always has to be together. So it's gaining 2 electrons. So instead of writing it like this, I have to write plus 2 electrons makes S minus 2. That means it's being reduced. Anything that's being reduced is the oxidizing agent. Anything that's doing the oxidizing is the reducing agent. That makes sense, yes or no? We'll do a couple more. But you've got to figure out the charges on them, their oxidation numbers, and then see how they're changing. Okay? So let's do another one. Okay, so let's say we have silver nitrate, AgNO3 plus copper yields copper 2 nitrate plus silver metal. You need to be able to write the charges on everything in this reaction for every element. So, silver nitrate. What is silver's charge? Plus 1. What is oxygen's charge? Minus 2. So I got negative 2 plus 3 gives me negative 6 and a plus 1. So what's nitrogen have to be?
Plus 5.
Plus 5. So you have to write those out. Okay? Copper has a charge of what? 0. Thank you. So copper has a charge of +2. Because this guy right here, so it's +2 down here. Oxygen has a charge of -2. 2 times 6 is -12. So what's nitrogen's charge going to be? +5 again. And then silver's charge is what? 0. Now what two things did not change at all? Nitrogen and oxygen did not change at all, did they? Those are our spectator ions. They're spectators. They have no role in this game. They're just there for the entertainment, I guess. So silver goes from being Ag +1 to Ag0. Is that being oxidized or reduced? It's going from +1 to 0. It's being reduced. It's going backwards, isn't it? So this is being reduced. And what's being oxidized? It's going from what to what? Good. Cu0 to Cu+2. And therefore it's being oxidized because it's losing electrons, becoming more positive. Does that make sense? And then you would write your reaction, your net ionic. Your net ionic would be Ag +1 plus CuO yields Cu+2 plus AgO. Because you get rid of the spectators and everything left is your net ionic equation. Everything's coming back together. Okay? Yes? So, if you want to turn your paper over, you can tell me what's being oxidized and what's being reduced on the back. That's your homework. Yes, I was going to turn everything, give you everything back right now. Yes. Okay. Let's put our Chromebooks away, okay? Sebastian, you missed this. And you missed that. Then here's a quiz you missed. Let's see, he's not here. Sean?
No, I gotta be easy.
I think here's a quiz. I don't know if you made it up or not, but here's a quiz I don't have supposedly for you. You can take it right now if you'd like. Logan's not here. Cole's right here. Riley's over here. Sid's right there. I'm trying to find it here, Miss Leanne. Is anyone else not here Friday to take the quiz? Okay, good. Come up and see me. Let me walk around. Come up and take it and grab it from right here. Use your periodic table and a calculator. I have them all written out somewhere. It's just... Here you go. There. Ugh. Sam. Sean.
Again? Whoa, no, I thought it was like that.
Mr. Jackson. We get up to Savannah too. Isaiah.
I gotta what
I don't know how to draw and quiz with a face, so I had no idea.
Yeah, I got
So like, since all of those are just elements, did you like write those out for?
I already did it for you. I already told you what the charges are.
Okay, that's
Yeah, but down here you'll have to start doing it yourself.
so where they aren't. Okay, that's
yeah.
that was.
Yeah, I already gave you the charges. Yeah.
I know you said those were zero.
Yeah, no. Trent, I need you to work on this, please.
5:45, 7 minutes.
Number one, do we assume that the number of
Pressure
moles,
doesn't change.
number of moles?
Yeah, yeah. It's perfect.
No. You start with number 3.
And oh, I am still recording, aren't I?
Yeah, I love video.
I forgot about that. Yeah. Sorry, if everyone.